welcome back to Applicable Science. If you don't know, go back to the episodes. My name is Chauncey, one of your co-hosts for Applicable Science.
And my name is Amanda, one of your other co-hosts for Applicable Science.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Christopher Small, the other co-host, and together we are Applicable Science Podcast. We have a very, very special guest in the building today with us, our good friend Larry. Y'all heard his name a lot in the other episodes, so you know we had to bring him on for the good times.
What's up? Always talking about you when you can't defend yourself. Okay.
But it's all in good spirits, though. We in good spirits, bro. It's all in good terms. It's not nothing bad, anything like that. What's up with you, bro? How you feeling?
Nah, I'm chilling, man. Fighting this cabin fever, the whole quarantine thing.
Bro.
I'd rather have cabin fever than COVID-19. So.
Oh, I'd rather have that fever than
trying to make it shake.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. Chauncey, how you feeling?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
It's all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't notice, Chauncey has a haircut.
I didn't know you could show a baby's butt on the internet.
Oh my gosh.
Ha ha ha. I'm doing.
Hey, your face almost as smooth as you need. Put it back up there.
Oh my god.
Go. Based off of this topic today, I got some heat for you too. So, like I said, I'm all right.
Amanda, how you feeling?
Just living life.
I'm good. Just lots of homework, lots of everything, lots of life. But I'm happy. I'm healthy and living good.
God bless. Stay blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little dead air going on right here. Okay, I feel it.
But
no.
Today,
Chauncey.
Today, we had a special guest, and like you say, it was Larry. I name dropped him a couple times because the events that was going on that I was explaining, it was kind of funny, and I had to drop it off. But today, we can revisit is memory lane. We will revisit our college events, and see where the conversation take us.
We doing a podcast or a documentary? Because yeah, I don't think you got enough time or memory on your laptop for that.
Hey, Larry, the one. Can you tell the audience about why you coined the phrase "the Hail Mary" during midterm and finals week, bro?
All right, so I'm gonna make it short, sweet, to the point, man. So I think I coined this phrase maybe our sophomore year. I think it first saw its debut in one of the group messages for the engineering department. Someone asked, how did midterms go? How are people feeling? My response was, I'm gonna be real with you. I threw a couple of Hail Marys during finals week, and they're still up in the air, waiting to see if they're gonna get caught. I feel like I'm Aaron Rodgers right now. I'm hoping I don't get my report card back, whatever you call it. It's not a report card in college. But I hope I get my report card back, and it turns out I am Aaron Rodgers and not like Tony Romo or some scrub quarterback like that. And so, yeah, man, that's what you call it, man. Hail Mary. And you sitting with like a 45 in the class, and the class average is a 72. And you need 237 on the exam to be able to pass. At that point, hey, you just chuck it. Ain't nothing you can do. The professor got to meet you halfway.
Half-court shots for everybody.
Yes, sir. I mean, hopefully you got someone like with hands downfield to be able to catch it, and it don't get Richard Sherman.
Can you imagine that piece of paper that you taking the test on catching it with hands?
I will say this though, shout out to my man. We name dropping. Shout out to Dr. Gerald Dumas at Hampton University, chemical engineering department, man.
JD
Dumas. What's the name of old dude that did the catch like this?
Odell Beckham.
Yeah, Dr. Dumas, Odell Beckham with the midterms and finals week, man. I'm telling you,
man, we gotta
comes through clutch with the curve every time.
We gotta do an episode about professors, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely some clutch professors in the school of engineering specifically. I don't know about Turner Hall, Amanda. I don't know if there's any. Well, Dr. G is real cool to me. Chauncey has a different memory about that one.
The
I mean,
thing about
you
Dr.
doing
G
you doing
was he was always on me for no reason. Like he would definitely pick me out of the crowd. Okay, I remember one time I'm not gonna lie to you, I was at the calf, but I didn't want to go to I was trying to go to chemistry. So I was like, yo,
we
Chris,
all been there.
go ahead and sign me in.
Oh my
Dr.
gosh.
Dr. G looked at the roll. He had to look for my name specifically because he went down the list. He was like, Chauncey is not here. Cross it off. And then when I went back to class that following week because it was on Thursday, and I came back, I see my name scratched off. I was like, y'all are wild. I was like, Dr. G. He was like, yeah, Chauncey, you wasn't here. Who signed you in? I was like, how you know I wasn't here? I searched for you. You wasn't here. I was like, wow. Okay. And mind you, this was was a 9:30 class?
Yeah, on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Some of those days I just didn't want to get up, and because that was when we was RAing, right, Larry?
Yep.
So
The dark days, the medieval times in Darkness Hall. Yes, sir.
I tell you, on the daily day, I would not go to sleep until like 1 o'clock.
You went to sleep?
Stuff.
It must have been nice, man.
It's not that bad.
I mean, that's the consequences of being the head RA. You always gotta stay up, bro.
The head of something, but I don't know if the RA stuff was it, man. The head of BS. Let me stop. I love my job. Staff at Harkness was first tier. Shout out to Hampton University Residence Life. It is what it is.
But you got the big room. You got the big room though. So for
it did, yeah. The room was worth it.
But
so that head RA room, the room and a half. I feel sorry for the dude that stayed next to me because I got the half from his one. So I had 1.5. He had 0.5.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me
closet under the stairs. That was him. Except it wasn't the closet under the stairs. It was the closet next door to Larry's room. Actually used that room as a closet a couple of times.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me try to paint the picture. So we had an HBCU, right? And this is Hampton University. Now, you know, there's some modification to the living, but it ain't luxurious. It ain't I want to say gourmet services. It's not Aloft. It's not the Ritz Carlton.
I mean, they painted it since George Washington Carver made his first can of peanut butter, but that's about it.
Since Booker T became the RA, they painted it. They shaped it a little bit. so there's in the Darkness Hall, they want to say.
You can't call it darkness because you one of them prima donnas from James that had a bathroom in the room, so you can't.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
From outside of the club.
I mean, I did get a sweet, but I still felt bad for y'all though, because
y'all was kind of sweet too.
All right, hey, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. You got another thing coming now.
Where the panties fall.
Oh, here we go with this. Here we go with these.
Hey, they look. The new generation doesn't know, man. James used to be lawless. Like
lawless.
Homie, we
walk in with her girl. Say what's good already, and keep it pushing. I mean, obviously, if you don't know, Hampton University, we had such things called visitation. Yes. You might don't know what visitation is.
Yes.
But let me explain.
In college.
And if you serve a 25 to life, you probably got a good idea what visitation is. And that's probably pretty close to what the Hampton University definition is.
Oh no.
Visitation, we had for freshmen specifically, you can only have it for the second semester, and sometimes you only get it. And it's not even like it's all day. You get 4 hours max.
No.
Thursday?
No, on
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
On Saturdays you get from 12 to 12?
Mm-hmm.
No, but
like 12 to 11.
If you're upper class,
not for freshmen.
If you're a freshman, you get from 8 to 12.
Oh, okay.
Really, in Hartman's is like from 8 to 11:45.
I never used my freshman
And
one.
if you're not down at 11:46, your visitation is gone.
Yeah. I mean, when I came back home after freshman year, and I was telling my homies from high school about the living situation, and they were like, "Oh, so do you bring girls into the dorm? Like, is it popping in? Is it dorm party?" I'm like, "Bro, we have visitation." They were like, "What is visitation?"
Yeah, you forgetting something crucial, man. It wasn't just a
Curfew.
visitation. After that first semester, yeah, it wasn't visitation. It was you came home and told your friends about curfew, and they looked at you like you was. Oh, we can't say the R word. It's online. They looked at you like you were you. Yeah, it was unfortunate.
Oh my goodness. I mean, but I didn't tell them that because, well, I think I did, but
What you do?
I
You
didn't.
just lied. You just shook your head like, yeah, Chris. I bet you be going out to all the parties on Tuesday, just like the song going up on a Tuesday. I'm like,
No, because they weren't
yeah,
asking. But they weren't
club
asking.
physics
They weren't
on Wiley Plus Avenue.
on Wally Flood Avenue.
DJ JT, yes sir.
Oh my god, that's how a professor, ladies and gentlemen, will like get your attention in class. He would bang his hand on the door on the table, and he would just fake like it hurt, but it just sound effect. And then he'd be
Oh no.
When I tell you, now let's keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I was right next to Chris when we was doing this. Chris usually be on his phone,
all right. Where my hat at?
actively on social media,
Where my hat at?
just trying to. I don't know what he was doing. He was just ignoring class. Okay, like I was sitting right next to him, and I was looking at him like. At this point, I didn't know him. I didn't
Let's
know
get ready
him
for
like
the
I do
cap.
now.
Let's get ready for the cap.
I looked next to him. I was like, "Wait, like, what are you doing?" Because he sat next to me and he kept coming back here and smacking the table. I was like, "Yo, you're making this hot," because he has his earbuds in too. Is it really Cap?
You're missing a very important part. I answered one question per class to make it seem like I was paying attention. You, on the other hand, are playing full-fledged Call of Duty online.
Nah, it wasn't Call of Duty online. Freshman year, it was Clash of Clans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It was Clash of Clans nonstop. And then after
me,
that, it was Clash Mobile, whatever. Clash Royale, I think is what it's called.
This is before I even knew Chauncey, like, personally. I just knew Chauncey because we had the same classes. This dude was playing Clash of Clans in the middle of class. Mine, but I'm answering at least one question per class.
I've seen this man Chauncey in the middle of driving. Oh shit, someone's attacking my village. Like, bruh.
In the middle of driving? Stop
like, bruh.
This sitting now.
Like, yo, we in the middle of this damn tunnel. You about to hit the wall. Make us part of the architecture, nigga.
Like, oh my goodness.
First of all, in JT's class, I was not playing. I mean, I probably was, but it wasn't as much as you made it seem to be. During that span of time, I was playing Town of Salem. It was an online game. I was addicted to it at the time because my friend got me hit on that senior year, and I just kept running that through.
Watch this. What do you do? What was the point of this online game? What do you do?
We just killed the we just kill like enemies basically.
And what do you do in Clash of Clans?
We vote people off.
What do you do in Clash of Clans?
Clash of Clans is totally different.
Totally different. But you kill other people, right? You kill the enemy, right?
Sure.
Same game. It don't matter what it was. You were playing it in class. Oh
man, bro. Memories, bro. I feel like old people right now on the porch.
Oh my gosh.
So you remember that time back on freshman year when I broke your iPhone? Oh man, that really is one we probably gonna tell the grandkids, man. That was that was so stupid.
Hey, explain the story.
Explain the story. I mean, it's really not much of a story. It's just about it's as open and shut as it sounds. Man. I spiked. Well, I left out this part. I spiked this man's iPhone like like a tight end would spike a quarter.
Like
Spike
Gronkowski?
a football after getting a touchdown.
Like Gronkowski?
Yeah, like have you ever seen Gronk like throw the ball down on the ground and then it go up and like hit the blimp above the stadium?
Mhm.
Like that's what I did, but it didn't come
Why?
back up.
Why did you spike a grown man's phone? For what purpose?
Long story short, uh, those of you that have taken physics at Hampton University know that the lab is something else. If you have never had a disagreement with someone in a group project before, you will most likely have such a disagreement taking that physics lab. Um, we had a couple of those within our lab group. Chauncey and I were both part of the physics lab, but I know where your mind's going. I wasn't mad at Chauncey. We had a group message for the lab group, and someone in the group who at the time I was not very fond of messaged something that I did not agree with in the group chat. I didn't have my phone on me at the moment, so Chauncey handed me his phone to show me what that person said. Now, I was real life irritated, but I was gonna make believe spike his phone to make a point.
Then you really did it.
Yeah, so the what it looked like was me going, man, I'm tired of this BS. Bam, and I meant to like keep it in my phone. Like I got big hands. It was a small phone. It should have stayed, but for some reason it didn't.
You
It
fumbled.
was a physics lab, and I guess gravity decided to want to make a physics problem. Um, and yeah, it not only hit the ground, it hit the desk that I was standing next to, and then bounced off of the desk. It hit the wall, and then hit the ground face down. Uh,
Bounced off the wall?
it bounced off the corner, not just the desk, off the corner of the desk, hit the socket in the wall that I was standing next to,
Wait,
and then landed face down.
Was this one of the back benches?
This was one of the computer desks on the third floor across from the student lounge and the computer lab.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, they are sturdy. They're quite sturdy. The phone screen was not. It landed face down. I did not want to pick the phone up, but I did. My immediate first words to Chauncey were, "I'm gonna pay for this."
Yo,
The face he got right now is the face he had when I picked the phone up. And yeah, I don't know. Freshman year was just the year for breaking stuff. I broke the phone. I destroyed my laptop screen in a similar outburst. Yeah, actually was mad at the same person when I did that. So.
bro, you have rage. That's not anger. That's rage. You are breaking electronics, sir, and paying for replacement.
They used to have a little like a catharsis therapy thing at Peninsula where you could go and like actually just have a room full of stuff and break it. I needed that.
Yeah, you did.
No, what you need is to go to a junkyard like Fat Albert, get a sledgehammer, and start beating up on all the junkyard cars. And that's what you need. Just go to town on those.
That actually sounds
not
kind of
a
fun.
bad
We should
idea.
do that.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, like man, when Corona is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at my friends.
I'm saying that's not a bad idea, and it's way cheaper.
I mean, you got to understand, we were the people that instead of going to the actual driving range, like paying for an Uber.
Oh, I was about to bring that up too.
We would just wait until I would come home for a break. I remember, I think one time I actually put them in a suitcase, and another time I mailed them up for me to get golf balls that I had at home for free, fill up a range bucket, and then we go down to the waterfront at 12 o'clock at night and hit the golf balls into the water.
Not on Harvey's lawn.
Oh yeah, we actually did it off of Dr. Harvey's front lawn. Well, not the front lawn because HUPD would have rolled off.
Yeah.
Rolled up on us. The back lawn, most definitely. Yeah, Tiger Hood.
Tiger Hood.
You said Tiger Hood?
Tiger Hood, bro. Tiger Hood.
Tiger Hood and Nappy Gilmore, man. That's what we were.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
The funniest moment was that one night when we went to cookout. Me, you, Chris.
Oh, you talking about with Ben? Yo,
that was the last
no,
night before we went home. I think it was either
that,
before we went home or before
no,
finals,
it was
sophomore year, right?
it was sophomore year. We had just left your RA room, and
Mm-hmm.
we were supposed to just stay and watch movies, but we were like, let's go get some insomnia because we hungry or something like that.
Yep.
So instead of Chauncey telling us, because Chauncey, we can't park for ladies and gentlemen, we can't have our cars for the first 2 years on campus. Hampton University rules, you got to be junior. Chauncey still brought his car, but he didn't park it on campus. He parked on the side street that's next to campus. So Chauncey gets his car, and we're walking to the front. We're walking to his car pretty much. He doesn't tell us that he's bringing other people to get something to eat. So it's about to be five guys in a 1990, what is it, 99? 1999 Mercedes Benz. Now, we all got broad shoulders. And we all trying to do rock, paper, scissors on who gonna fit in the back seat.
Broad shoulders and long legs. It's a lose-lose scenario.
Everybody.
Nobody wins.
I literally have to crawl to get out the I'm 6'1". I have to literally crawl out to get out the back seat. So that just shows you we all pretty much almost the same height, all of us, all five of us. Needless to say, two people, one person drops out, so he doesn't go. So it's Chauncey driving, another individual in the front, and it's me and Larry.
Name drop, so you might as well say it.
It's our friend Ben, and me and Larry are in the back seat. Now, Chauncey doesn't tell us until we get in the car. Chauncey has a bad habit of this. Chauncey doesn't tell us until we get in the car that we're going to cook out first, which happens to be.
I just feel like some information just doesn't need to be divulged. Continue.
Hold up, no, ain't no continue. We're gonna backtrack to that. Let me put this into perspective for you. What you just said is this: you and me said we gonna go. I ain't even gonna use the story. We gonna go to McDonald's, right? You and Christian said, "Hey, yo, we gonna go rob a bank." But you gonna rob a bank, so you got the money to go to McDonald's. All I heard is everybody done heard that we going to McDonald's. That's cool. But you left out the key interim information for me that will be the deciding factor as to whether or not I want to get my African American behind in your car.
Oh my goodness. Look at Chauncey's logic. So back to the story. So Chauncey forgets to tell us that Ben asked him to take him to cookout, which happens to be the best decision we made that night. So we go to cookout first before we go to insomnia.
Did we even end up going to insomnia afterwards? I can't even remember.
I think we did go to insomnia.
I feel like it was closed or something, right?
No, because insomnia was they don't close until like 3:00 in the morning.
But
yeah, insomnia and cookout closed
at
about the same
I don't think
time.
we went to insomnia. Like something
We
happened.
didn't.
All right. So we didn't go to insomnia even though we were playing, but we ended up still going to cookout all the way in Norfolk. Mind you, there's a cookout that's 10 minutes away from our campus, but we drive 25 minutes to over a bridge in a tunnel to get to cookout. Needless to say, we get into the drive-through. Oh my goodness. So we pull up to the menu. And Chauncey's ordering from his side, so the menu is on the left side, and Ben is telling Chauncey what he wants through him. So let me try to get through it. So Ben asks the lady for a plate. The lady says, I forget what it. Can somebody take it from there? Bro?
I don't remember what was said in between. I just remember the punchline.
Listen, so
All
all right. So Ben wanted a burger, fries, and hush puppies. So I'm like, all right, hey, let me get a burger like we wanted. She was saying something like, we don't have it. I was like, what do you mean you don't have it? So we're having a back and forth conversation. So then there was this one comment that she got smart with us. So then Ben's like, Ben's like, all right, well.
No. You gotta remember, he said something slick, and then she said, all right, we won't be serving you tonight. Yo, no, but I think what did he say before that? He said, he said the B word, better watch your mouth.
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't remember what was said in between, but the kicker was him saying, "Hey, yo, someone need to tell this female dog to watch her effing mouth."
Yeah,
Because I didn't hear anything else. I'm sitting in the back. I'm just chilling. I don't even think I got cookout.
No,
I'm just
we-
like,
was-
yo,
no,
I can't
it was
believe
him.
Johnson even brought
it
this
was
up.
just
Like,
Ben. It was us.
Yeah.
It was all four of us just riding together. Yo.
next thing I hear that from the front, I'm like, yo, so what's good?
Yo, we
Normally you hear
rolling.
something like that, they getting ready, like somebody getting ready to swing. But
But it's funny because we are dying laughing, and this man is dead serious. In the middle of us laughing, bro, he tells Chauncey, "Hey, pull up to the window, bro. Pull up to the. We didn't even order yet." He said, "Pull up to the window." Big is out the car and knocks on the window.
He was big mad.
Bro, he said he knocked on the window, bro. He said, "Hey, hey." The lady that was supposed to give us our order and give us our card and our food and stuff, she leaves the window. She gets her manager to come to the window. He's like, sir, what do you want? He said, yeah, that female dog, blah blah blah. I forget what he said. But he said all I wanted was a burger, fries, and some hush puppies with a large shake or something like that. And then he ends up giving it to him. He's like, and then once Ben gets the food, he's like, yeah, I want a large fry. I want a milkshake extra because of my customer service. Otherwise, I'm calling corporate. I'm gonna call corporate cookout, bro.
Act was like I said, we was all like I could not control myself. I was driving and I was like, yo. He was so serious. He was like, yo, Chauncey, pull up.
That whole experience only lasted probably about, if you want to exclude the travel time, that probably only happened in about a 5-minute period. Because you know how fast it takes for somebody to order the food, and we were pretty much the only person at the cookout then. So that was the first time I ever seen Chauncey cry laugh. That was a beautiful night. Right before the end of campus, right before I ended my sophomore year.
We are not serving you tonight. What? Chauncey, pull up.
Yo, bro.
Oh man. Well, we would do that, man. Like from freshman year, like up until now, just go and find random stuff to do, and it'd be the simplest stuff, but we just turn it into an adventure. Like going to Walmart and finding the pickleball paddles.
You found that
here and build it and playing it in the hallway during midterms week.
You found, bruh.
I was whooping them. Audience.
All right,
I was
all right.
whooping them in pickleball.
First of all, you lucky
Like,
someone broke the paddles.
killing them.
And go and run it
I
back.
don't think they ever beat me, to be honest with you.
No,
What? I need another cap.
you didn't even know how to play the first time we played.
Oh, and I was still whooping you. It
Bullshit.
says something, don't it?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, put on a cap for me and for yep. Oh man.
Big caps. All caps. We definitely beat you.
The random trips to Peninsula in the middle of the week.
Yo, and we will play giant chess.
Yes, sir.
And a cornhole.
Oh yeah. The only black people playing cornhole out there, scaring the hell out of all the white people.
And we getting it too. We
were killing them. Yeah,
we trash talking. How you trash talk playing cornhole?
Like that must be how like white basketball players felt the first time they saw a black man like start dribbling and crossing people up. It was like, damn, our days are numbered. Like,
But they played the Harlem Globetrotters.
High key, that would not, like, if you think about it, if you as a black person got really good at cornhole and decided that you wanted to integrate, I'm saying it's like it's segregated, but let's be real. Name for me a black cornhole player off the top of your head right now.
It's not a popular professional game.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we always be saying, like, oh, go to Hampton, like join the sailing team, or like go to the PWI and like play golf or whatever, because there's not a whole bunch of black people on the team. No. Find you like a good chill sport like beer pong or cornhole that they have a professional league for. Get good at it, and that's your fallback career.
I can't.
Stereology.
I can't. Amanda, would you date a dude that played cornhole for a living?
How much do you make?
I was like, better be the best cornhole player out there.
This dude pull up to you on the side like, "Hey, I'm a professional athlete," and Amanda like, "Oh, what you play?" He's like, I cornhole."
And then when he has one hand on the steering wheel and then he lifts up the bag.
He just drive through the hood, driving by barbecues with the window down, just
throwing anything,
right.
Anything that got a hole in it, he just throwing bags, cash.
It's like that Patrick Mahomes commercial with the State Farm. People like, even like, man, and look at a man that's like,
boom,
and it's just all
net,
straight in.
All net.
It would be crazy. Like, what if black people got hyped about other sports the way that we get hyped about basketball and football? Like, just imagine a whole bunch of black folks sitting around a TV at a cookout or whatever, but they cheering over hockey or curling or fencing.
I could definitely see fencing, but it would have to be somebody that's like real swaggered out, and they not even letting them touch. It's like some disrespectful type of fencing, like ooh.
Or diving, like the Olympics.
Oh, that was good.
I feel like black people can hype up anything as long as, like, think about gymnastics. There's not a lot of black people in gymnastics, but we got Simone Biles, Gabby Douglas, and black people will hype them up. So if we find,
that's only like if you the best of the best. Like Serena Williams, we hype up Serena Williams because she's the best tennis player, male or female, to be honest. So if you're not at the top of your game, you might not get looked at if it's not a popular, predominantly African American sport. Golf, when you said when you introduced this scenario, I thought about the Cedric Entertainer joke when you were talking about when if Tiger Woods, you made me say Tiger Woods. If Tiger Woods, when he was golfing, they had black commentators. Target's under 5. If he hits it, he wins the PGA tournament. Oh dang, though! I thought you had it. I don't know what to tell you.
No, that reminds me of the Eddie Griffin. I think it was Eddie Griffin. Joe, he was talking about black people in golf, and like how there were more black golfers like besides Tiger Woods, and like golf really got a black following. It would completely change golf as a spectator sport. Is black people in grass, we're gonna barbecue. There are gonna be some ribs on the bat 9. And Kurt Franklin playing the 18. Let you know it's time to go home.
Yo, can you imagine pulling up to the PGA tournament, the PGA tour, and it's like it's ribs. It's every uncle that you know is there having a cookout.
Sitting there with the sandals.
And
they got to tell them they can't walk on the green with the sandals.
You're like, boy, if you don't, with the tail, boy, if you don't, hey, Charlotte, bring the macaroni and cheese.
You got that one uncle that's sitting there won't shut up at the tee box. Yeah, you see that? I taught him everything he know. Oh, you don't even know that man. Don't matter. He got it from me.
I taught him. Like, hold on, you don't even know him. I'm right here.
Tiger sinks a birdie putt. some old uncle that's not even his uncle goes, "Hey, young blood, let me hold $5." Like, right.
Who man? Who uncle is this? Hey, why is he wearing the Moses 11s with the khaki shorts and the striped polo shirt with the one white towel that he wipe off for his stuff and the straw hat?
Yeah, the uniform would change completely. Jordan would come out with a golfing line.
He probably do. I think he
I
do.
think probably.
I think he got.
Does he have a baseball shoe from when he played baseball?
I think they made.
Yeah, I think there are Jordan's fleets.
Yeah, I see him at Ross.
But I'm all for more black representation in different sports, man. I think that the Olympics before integration should not count. How are you going to say you're the best in the world at a sport and you're not even competing against the whole world?
So here, I have one fun thing. Have everyone go down and say, like, out of one person in the group, like, the best story they have about like interacting with that person.
All right, so you go first.
Me?
Yeah. So we didn't give the audience about 4 different stories already off rip.
But, like, the best.
They probably ain't follow none of them. Just the way we tell stories. But if they can't,
yo, if they can, I wish we were better storytellers because them stories are hilarious. The best story with Chauncey. I'm trying to figure out what the best story with Chauncey would be.
While you figuring out, I got one. The time we went to Cookout, I don't know why. Almost all the good Chauncey stories, they center around like Cookout or Waffle House or like some trip. It's probably because Chauncey was the first one of us to get wheels and he was always driving us to these places.
Yes.
Yeah.
But probably, and I'm not even gonna pull the one that you think I'm gonna pull, Chauncey. We done told that one enough times. It's not a Cookout story. Just the story you think I'm gonna pull. We gonna leave that for another day. Just know there will be a Red Lobster podcast.
No, I want to hear that. Let me hear this.
It wasn't my fault on this, but go ahead, Larry.
Well, we'll leave that little cliffhanger there. They could hear about that. Tune in next time.
Okay, long story.
But nah, I think this was last year, Chris. The time we went to Cookout, and it was this past year. So Chris had his car as well. I'm still bumming rides off of both of them. For some reason, we went to Cookout in 2 separate cars. We pull in behind Chauncey, which doesn't make any sense. Because if you understand the way the Cookout is set up, there are 2 lanes on either side of the Cookout. The reason why there are 2 lanes on either side of the Cookout, and maybe this isn't commonly known information, and we could just be giving Chauncey a whole bunch of slack for no reason, but hear me out. The reason why there are 2 lanes on either side of the Cookout is so that if you were in the car by yourself, you can go in the right-hand lane and not have to reach across your car and outside of your passenger window to be able to get your food and to give them your card to pay for your food. The other lane is for vehicles with passengers. Now you're starting to follow me. Like, it doesn't make any sense that Chris and I are in a car and Chauncey is in a car by himself, and we pull into the Cookout behind Chauncey. Somebody's in the wrong lane, and it wasn't us.
I wasn't the wrong ear, just for future. I already know where the story's going, so I was not in the wrong. Okay, listen.
You was more than.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Fine.
Now, a normal person in that situation, upon realizing that they are in the wrong lane, would simply pull around the restaurant into the right lane. I don't know, maybe get out of their car to walk around to the window and hand the person their card. Not Chauncey.
No.
Chauncey, with his car still on, places his order on one side of the car, puts the car in park, climbs over the gear shift and the console, into his passenger seat, lets down the window, gets his food, and then crawls back over the gear shift into the driver's seat and pulls off. And we have this recorded on video. I will send it to you, Chris, so you can attach it to the podcast.
Yo, that day, bruh. I don't know why Chauncey likes to think we racing every time we get to the cars. He does this every time, bruh. He always think
And that's probably what it was. He was so busy trying to get there first.
Bro, we were just hungry.
Fast,
Nah.
especially towards the end of the semester.
There
But
was
that encounter sums up Chauncey pretty well. Like, regardless of whatever it is, he don't care if you think it's right or whatever. Once he commits to it, it's getting done.
Now, it's all true what they said, but
How can it all be true, but there's a but?
Listen, I'm a person of getting stuff done quick. Now, the other line, there was a good amount of people there, and the left lane just seemed completely open. So, and it says use short lane for faster service. So, instead of me waiting in this long line to my right, I am willing to climb over a couple of seats, get my food, so I can drive off. But when I did do that, these hooligans.
Or we need to get that put on a shirt for you, Greg.
They honked my car when I left. And I turned around and there was just honking the horn like I'm in the wrong. Now, they make me look like I am the weirdo. Like there's something wrong with me. But reality, it was something wrong with them two.
I thought we were, for a second, I thought we were going to on live. I was going to say, vote in the comments. Let us know. Is Chauncey wrong?
It's Chauncey wrong.
Oh, man. So what you're saying is, moral of the story, Chauncey, of both of the previous cookout stories is cookout corporate, get your stuff together. Train your employees better. Help them have better customer service and faster customer service so that people don't get out of the car and knock on the window or have to climb over the console because the service is too slow and they got in the faster lane, as you advised them to do.
Hey, actually, thank you for summing it up.
That is fair.
Yeah, not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Probably one of my most memorable moments, because Amanda kind of put me on the spot, so I gotta go through the archives and see what's the best memory that all of us. But I can kill two birds with one stone. It's the night where Chauncey's trunk did not close.
Yo.
The night Chauncey's trunk did not close. We are in the middle. What was this? The design competition?
It had to have been, yeah, because we were all spending late nights in Olin.
But we always spend late nights in there. But needless to say, it was probably early the year, early 2020. We in the lounge trying to make up a product for our presentation for our competition. Chauncey calls us and tells us, "Hey, my trunk is not closing. Can y'all come down there and help me?" So we out here.
Remember, because we was all working on something, and I was like, you know what? Larry suggested let's go throw these stuff out. So we went downstairs, and my car was already there. So we decided to just, because we didn't want to walk all the way down to dump it off.
Yeah.
So we put it into my car, my trunk.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we put it in the trunk. Larry slams it.
I think that was the day I was cleaning out the office.
Oh yeah.
We were setting up the engineering office.
The trunk just went back up. And I'm at this point, I'm already in the car. I'm like waiting for these people to like
close the trunk.
So now Larry is slapping the trunk like a couple times. So I'm waiting on them, and now I'm getting annoyed. I was like, all right, so are we just playing games, or are we gonna get in this car? It was like, Chauncey, your trunk does not close. I was like, here we go.
Why did you think we was capping though? Like you could literally see the sensor going off that the trunk is not closed. Why Why did you think we was capping?
I was like, yo, what did y'all do? So I got out the car. What y'all doing? He was like, Chauncey, close the door. Close the car. I looked at them. I was like, next thing I know, it went back up. I was like,
boom. You?
So we messed around a couple of times at this point. So now I was like, all right, that's not gonna get done today. So I was like, I had to close this trunk somehow. So that's when Chris had to go back to his dorm to get his car because he had
bungee cords.
Yeah, bungee cords.
First of all, it wasn't just no damn bungee cord. Chris is rolling around like fucking Bob the Builder, him the Tool Man combined into one. Friggin' home improvement with Big Shirley. This dude opened up the trunk like sand from holes. I can fix that.
But homie, but listen, Big Shirley is old. She's a 2004 Dodge Durango. I have to keep tools in that car. Otherwise, I might not make it to the next destination. Yo, and the fact, bro, when I pulled out the tools, I showed y'all that hammer, the hammer that's hammered inside of itself. I was like, yeah, that's that kind of car right now.
He was proud of that too. He said, yeah, this is my prized possession right here.
So at this point, Chris got his car and he got his good old toolbox. So now we're really trying to mess with this because we're like, we was really trying to get this thing to work.
Bruh, we was out there we started at like 8 o'clock.
We used any and everything we could get our hands on. Like duct tape, pencils, random sticks, the bungee cables.
I'm telling you, bro.
At this point, I was like, you know what? We'll go at this another time. So we have been continuing on trying to work this out at least for a week now. So
didn't you duct tape the trunk closed at one point? Was it duct tape or electrical tape?
And then we used the bungee cord.
Yeah, we did. We should have took a picture of that. That was tough.
I bungee corded it and I taped it down.
But then we was trying to account for every variable. So we had to make sure that the light turned off so it wouldn't drain your battery the next morning.
Oh, right. So
and then you got in the trunk to make sure the lights turned off.
And that's what the video was of. Yeah, you just hear the alarm go off and it opens up. Here's Chauncey.
It was a whole experience because we was working on it for at least a couple of days.
Yes, bro. And then remember when we called your dad?
Bro. So I might get to it.
Okay.
So when we was finished working, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call my dad. So I was asking for my dad for tips because I was explaining the situation. So he was like, he told me to do something. Like, I think it said like spray it down or do something with it. I was like, Dad, we did this already.
Yeah, we did. We used WD-40.
He was like, Chauncey, do it again. So I wanted to prove him wrong. So I was like, hey, Chris, hold this camera real quick. So I sprayed it down. And then I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but I was trying to look at him at the camera to show him what I'm doing exactly. Next thing I know, I slammed it down and it stayed there. I was like,
bro, we was going at that trunk for 4 hours, bro. On a Wednesday or something, bro. It was just so random.
We could have done a senior thesis on repairing that trunk.
Like, that didn't make any sense, bro.
Like, as soon as I called my dad, it just want to start magically working. I hate that, bro. I was like, okay, you got it. I just hung up. I was like, all right.
Yo, that's probably my most memorable moment right now.
Amanda?
Well, I feel like I'm not the queen of stories. That's Elmo. But for Queen King.
Well, I wouldn't say queen, but
I was about to say, you wanna restate that?
Elmo is the king of stories and reminiscing everything.
Yeah.
But I would say, in a nice way. My favorite memory of you guys is you know, meeting all of you guys and like, you guys sitting
Oh, this guy stinks.
we're being, you guys sitting in my freshman dorm almost every day of freshman year.
Be honest, I don't even know
I
why
spend more time in your dorm than I spend in my dorm.
facts. I don't
And
know why we were in your dorm so much that
It
year.
was because of the person who we since we're not name dropping, it's that person. We the only reason why we don't. All right, let's see how it started. I only started going over there because Larry was always going over here. So because one day I was like, Larry, where are you? He was like, oh, I'm at so and so's place. I was like, so then now I went over there and he left. I was like, dude. So then
that's where you been at all the time.
that was my first experience meeting this person. And then she was like, let's start incorporating me into the group. So that's when I start coming over. And then we that's when Chris, I always knew Chris, but that's how we started to like get to know Chris.
I started coming because we were playing intramurals together, Chauncey, that January. And then I would just come over, and we was also doing the design team with two of Amanda's our friends as well. So we were all on the same team together. It was like 8 of us, and 4 of us was in the same vicinity or something like that. So we would just come over and start doing design, thinking things, and then Chauncey was on the same intramural team, so it was just like I'm always there after 7 every day type junk.
Like that's when you started coming more consistently. But like I feel like because remember that was back in January. I feel like you was there before then.
I was never there before that.
You were there a little bit, not as frequent though. But
you're thinking about Nick. We used to Nick used to before it was you. It was me, Nick, and Darren.
We might be Eagle Scouts, but I ain't Nick.
Larry just name dropped again.
It don't matter at this point. It don't matter at this point.
But no, I have so many. You see, the stories I have, they shouldn't be on this podcast.
Yeah, because my most memorable moment is at Bea, and I think y'all know where that goes.
Oh, you talking about how you ended up? You know what? I ain't even gonna do you like that.
And I'm not gonna do you like that.
Hey, it go down at Bea. I ain't gonna hold you.
Like Bea is
it's an interesting trip.
It's the Las Vegas of the engineering department.
It's the Las Vegas of the East.
I'm just saying, the surprise on my face, you cannot have pictured it. I was so surprised when that happened. That's all I'm gonna say.
But Amanda, so your most memorable moment was just meeting us?
No, I mean, getting to know you guys. You guys are like my brothers now. I feel like we spilled so much tea together and just had so many interesting conversations.
What is my most memorable moment with Amanda?
That's what I was trying to think.
I just be popping in and out.
Oh, it's probably every time I had to take Amanda to wash her freaking clothes out of dryers in the laundry.
Yes.
Like I always had to take Amanda like every 2 weeks to go get her laundry done at a laundromat. Mind you, there's a whole laundry room in her dormitory, her residence hall, but she doesn't want to use
stolen. And I said that's the last time.
So I would always take a Sunday out for like 3 hours a day or something for 3 hours out of a Sunday or something like that to go take Amanda to get her laundry done. But I mean, we will have conversations about who she's dating, what she finds interested in school, just normal catching up talk in the middle of the laundromat.
But no, I'll forever cherish those because you were a great help.
And then she put me on a Wawa, and I hate Wawa food. Blasphemy, I know.
Wawa?
Wawa's burrito that you put me on to, I'm not eating that again.
You got a burrito? No.
You got to get the little pepperoni sandwich, like the bagel. That's the best thing.
Or the Sizzlies?
Ain't that the same thing? Y'all speaking Greek to me.
Look, I don't know. I just know there's one thing there that I like, and the only reason that I even know it's a thing is because Chris Johnson, Shamari, and Ray used to always run to Wawa in the middle of the day and come back and have the whole lounge smelling like it. And I'm like, bro, what the hell is this? I want one.
Those are the pepperoni melts.
Yeah, the pepperoni melt. That thing is fire. I don't call them pepperoni melt. I just call them pizza bagels because it's a bagel and it tastes like pizza.
I guess my most memorable moment, Amanda, was when we went to that overpriced place.
Oh, mango.
Mango.
When you were too cheap to get anything.
Oh, bro, my extra moment with Amanda is when we took her out for her birthday. But it was also Janelle. It was also Janelle's birthday as well, and we have to pick up the check. I'm thinking we about to split for Amanda's, so she about to spend at least $100, and it's like 3 dudes, so we about to split 30.
Once she found out we were paying, she was like, "Yo, I'm just gonna run it up."
It wasn't even that bad.
I've been to Mango before on a date. It was pretty bad.
No, and then she told us
appetizer, a meal, and a drink.
And then she told us that Janelle was going with us, and it was her actual birthday. Bruh, we had to buy the check for Janelle as well, being well-respected men that we are.
Wait, I think you covered Janelle and I covered Amanda.
I picked up Janelle's, and Janelle spent like a good $60 by herself.
She spent a bag.
But to be fair, she came in with the expectation of paying for herself. Like she ran up a $60 tab and was about to pay for it.
If Kristen didn't pick it up, I was going to have to bite the bullet.
But
I was already splitting with Amanda, and Amanda got an appetizer, an entree.
Wait. So you and I?
No, not dessert.
Yo, you got something. You got something.
I got a drink. One of those fancy drinks.
You got something.
And I think that's the reason why I keep saying it was so much. Because I think me and Chauncey Chauncey and I split it, and it was still a check.
I know I dropped at least $40 or $35 just for that. So you was in the range of 80 or 70. Yes,
maybe like 50.
I'm actually going to pull up the transaction. Hold up.
It was at least 50. I could tell you that for sure.
Yeah, it was probably like 50. But I just know Chauncey, he ordered one drink, and that was non-refillable. But then he's gonna beg the waiter. He's like, "Can I get another one for free?"
I was just like, hug a brother up, you know.
But a Mango is a black-owned restaurant in Hampton, Virginia vicinity.
But they could be
Shark Tank.
They're delicious though.
It's a good joint.
I mean, not overpriced. Their prices are worth their value.
Yeah, it's worth the quality for sure. This Johnson's just being cheap, so.
Cause
the only thing was good was the drinks.
Okay. You didn't taste their food.
I have a keen sense of smell. If something is off, that means Chauncey don't eat it, or it's not worth the money.
Oh my goodness, bro! Hey man, we're gonna cut it right there. We're gonna cut it right there. We're gonna have to come back for another round of memory lane later on, bro, because we got too many memories in these last 3 years together, bro.
Thank you for tuning in to another Applicable Science podcast. I'm sorry it went so late, but I hope you find it enjoying. The socials will be in the description below. Okay, until next time.